What is up, party people, and welcome to another episode of the Runner Under the Influence podcast. Once again, I am your host, Frank Presbot, aka Frank the Running Tank, and here we are for episode number 31 of the podcast. 30 freaking 1. And it's a good one this week. I'm excited, good energy, good vibes. The Miami Marathon and Half Marathon is only 5 days away. So, I am all kinds of nerves and angst and happiness and all kinds of everything, just going through the emotions of race day, which we'll touch on a little bit later. I will also be talking about two runners who I look up to immensely, both ultra runners of the year, male and female, Mr. Jim Walmsley and Mrs. Courtney Dauwalter. We're both trail running, ultra running, and road running savages, so I'll touch on that as well. And also be talking about my tapering period, being that I am tapering, how it's going, how I'm feeling, and just some tidbits of wisdom towards the end of the podcast as well. So those are pretty much most of the topics that I am going to be talking about today. So let's just get right into it. First thing I'm going to talk about are the two ultra runners of the year. First off, let's start with the female ultra runner of the year, Mrs. Courtney Dauwalter, who is, in my eyes, literally embodies the essence of what ultra running and the ultra running community is about. From her attitude to her contagious smile, to her insatiable love of candy, which we share, by the way. It's just truly an honor for her to have her as like a role model or someone to look up to. Honestly, she went on a tear this year. I think she did, if I'm not mistaken, 11 or 12 ultra marathons this year, past year, 2018, and she won outright, I think 9 of them, if I'm not mistaken, which is insane. That is insane. She just loves running. From what I see in the videos that I've seen, and just all the research I do on her and whatnot, she is the physical embodiment of what ultra running and just running in general, of what it embodies, that freedom, that liberty that it gives you, that it sends, that feeling that it sends tingling throughout your body. It's insane. It is insane, and once again, forever grateful to have her as a role model when it comes to running and ultra running and trail running and just everything that I love about the sport, basically. So yeah, I can't say enough of good things about Courtney. I haven't even met her yet. Hopefully one day I will. Hopefully at a race. That'll be awesome. So just, I guess sit down with her, pick her brain, just maybe buy her a beer, share, see what she likes, and just talk some crap, man. That'd be awesome. And now we'll talk about the male ultra runner of the year, Mr. Jim Walmsley, who is an absolute, just a all-around savage, man. To me, Jim is everything an ultra runner should be. A humble, a savage, like I said, with an all-or-nothing type attitude. Whereas once you toe that line and that gun goes off and you are running, it's faint or finish practically, And he's just a tough all around sumbitch. And man, he his 2018 year, I think he only had 2 races. I think the North Face 50 miler got canceled, or 50K. I don't know if it's 50K or 50 miler, but it got canceled due to the fires in California. So he only ended up doing two ultras, which he both won outright. I think the Sonoma 50 miler or 50K. I think it's 50 miler. It might be the 50 miler or the 50K, one of the two. And then the Western States 100. Which I think both of them he set new course records. So yeah, gym is like, I think I said this in my last podcast. When I'm tired or I want to give up or I feel like I just can't anymore, that is who I picture just running. His flow, like running just looks so natural on him, even when he's running fast. He just looks like he's gliding through whatever surface or terrain he may be running on. And yeah, that gives me a lot of motivation when I just picture that type of running on myself, and just being efficient as possible and just running forward and constant forward progress and movement. And I have Jim to mentally thank for that, I guess, in a way. So yeah, thanks, Jim. Appreciate it, man. Shout out to Tommy Ribs as well. I think he did a 2:20 marathon, which he doesn't remember the last 3 miles on. If you're looking at a social media handle on Instagram, I think it's Tommy Ribs, and he does it on a 3-part Instagram post story on the Houston Marathon. Yeah, it's incredible. So make sure you check that out. Also, Jim Walmsley ran the half marathon, and he set out to do an Olympic qualifying time of 1:04, which he got, mind you, which is amazing. Just me thinking about trying to sustain that pace is insane. It's not. I don't think about it as impossible. I just think about it as currently out of reach, because I know where I'm going, and I know I've only been running for a little over a year. But my goals are sub 130 right now, and until I get that, I can continue to push that and continue to get faster and grow and everything else. So it's a big motivation to know. But Jim is just an all-around just running animal, road or trail or ultras. But being that he can do that, it kind of paves the way to show that it is possible and that other people can do it as well. So being that I started off in the half marathon distance, and I plan on going to the marathon and then running ultras, and just being an all-around just infatuated with running and runner and any distance or any surface, like Sage Kennedy would say. It's good to have that and to know that somebody like him is paving the way for somebody who wants to just run it all, so yeah, I can't say enough things about both of them, Courtney Dauwalter and Jim Walmsley. You guys are awesome, and keep being yourselves. I guess that's the most important part. Keep being yourselves, keep motivating the masses, and yeah, just keep kicking ass, man. Keep doing the damn thing. I guess with that being said, we can talk about the Miami Marathon now. 5 sleeps away, and after every sleep that passes, the nerves and the feels, it's all there. But I'm excited. In some way, I think about these nerves and this angst that I'm feeling before race day as a conditioning type of going through the motions, so that on race day it is not so nerve-wracking. It is just more calm. I've been through this mentally. I put myself into these simulations and everything else, so I am a little bit calmer. My heart rate's a little lower than what it would normally be, and I can hopefully use that to my advantage and just run it, have a good day out there. Been looking at the weather. Weather is a little off. Headwinds are looking high. There's like a 20% chance it might rain or scattered showers throughout the time when it's going on early morning. So it said that last year, and it turned out to be a pretty good day. So we'll see. Humidity, it says 98%, which I expect it to stay within the 90s when it comes to the humidity. But whether it's rain or shine, we'll see. And in the headwind, hopefully it's not too bad. Today we had 22-mile-per-hour winds, and at work I felt them like crazy. So we'll see. Fingers crossed. And regardless, whatever it may bring, I am ready for it. So I'm just gonna go out there and once again leave it all on the road, because that's what it's all about, people. It's all about that. That's why I put in these training blocks, this long 16-week training block, so that when it comes down to race day, I'm prepared for whatever may come my way, and I'll just let my legs do the talking, and we'll see. It's ultimately all I can ask for, really. See, tapering that Miami Marathon. tapering is going well, guys. My legs are feeling at about 90%. I have been doing a lot of strength and conditioning. I have been doing a lot of mobility exercises. I have been just working out kinks, and my legs feel good. They don't feel sore at all, which is a good thing. They do feel a little tight every now and then, but I think that's just my fault. I may be staying a little too active at work and everything else, but I might just need to elevate my legs a little bit, put on some compression sleeves, and just let the blood flow get to them. And I think that's all I need. 1 or 2 days just of that, and I'll be good. So, yeah. Expo's on Friday, looking forward to it. Oh, I also, for the Miami Marathon, talking about that before I continue talking about my taper period, I signed up for the Nike 5K shakeout run on Saturday that morning before, so it should turn out good. So I should be able to, sign-ups are at 9:30, or check-ins are at 9:30, sorry. 10 o'clock the run starts. We're doing about 3 miles, and then I'll pick up my bib, hang out at the expo. Yeah, so it should work out perfectly, actually, and then I'll hopefully talk to some other runners in the community, see their goals, their times, hear some of their stories, and just I'm gonna take my GoPro. So yeah, sorry about that. My camera just does, I don't know why it pauses in between and just starts a whole nother video. Anyways, yeah, I'll catch videos, and yeah, we'll just keep it going. Like I said, tapering is going good. Legs are about 90%. I am more than confident that by Sunday they'll be 100% come race day. And yeah, I'm ready, man. The nerves are good. Every time I talk about it, I get little goosebumps. And yeah, so at the end of these episodes, I think I said this before, I want to end it with little tidbits of wisdom, just thoughts and things that I say to myself, that on days where I may not feel 100%, they just raise my spirits and allow me to smile and to remember how appreciative and how just grateful I am for everything I have and everything I don't have, you know. And this week's, it's a positive attitude. It is contagious, so we must do our due diligence and spread the living crap out. I'm telling you, man, positive attitude is so contagious, especially on Sundays and Mondays when you least feel like it. A positive attitude is how you set the tone for the rest of the week. I am not kidding when I'm saying this, that you wake up that morning and you may not feel 100%. You look yourself in the mirror and you smile, you say you're going to have a good day. You tell yourself, you just give yourself a compliment. Give yourself 2 compliments. Hey, you're looking good. Hey, you this and that. Hey, you've been going to the gym. Congrats. Hey, give yourself a little pat on the back and start with that positive attitude and radiate that positive attitude throughout the day. Guarantee you, who knows, if maybe that one sad Sally or that whoever may just need for you to tell them, hey, have a good day, smile at them, just be nice, be a good human being. Just spread it, man. It's contagious. Trust me. So with that being said, I've pretty much covered everything I want to talk about on this episode, so we are gonna end it there. The YouTube channel is up, people. Runner Under the Influence podcast YouTube channel, it is up. I think the first video is up there. There's no thumbnail on it right now, like picture, but I am working on it. I am getting more accustomed just to uploading and editing these videos. I'm having a little trouble editing, to be honest with you. My current laptop, apparently the specs aren't too compatible with my editing software, so it's very laggy and it's very frustrating when I'm trying to edit, but I promise you I am working on it, and I will either get a new computer or I will dumb down my editing software and just do what I can. But the videos are up there, and they will keep coming up as I continue to get better and better, but I just ask of you to be patient. And for now, as always, on a weekly basis, the audio experience of this podcast will be up on Podbean and Apple podcasts, on iTunes, so make sure to check that out. The Instagram handle is Frank the Running Tank. For the podcast is at Runner Under the Influence Podcast. On Twitter is F the Running Tank. Facebook is Franklin Presbot, and now on YouTube, Runner Under the Influence podcast YouTube channel. Make sure to subscribe. Watch the first video. Get a little look at my podcast nook, if you would. I'm going to put something here so it's not so empty anymore. You know what I'm saying? And maybe like a world map or something. Who knows? And then we'll start marking off all the places I've raced at. That'll be cool. At least I think so. And so thank you guys for listening once again. I will. This is not possible without you guys. Your feedback is always welcomed, as always. Make sure to subscribe. Let a friend know if you like the episode. And just peace, people. Oh, and once again, shout out to Jim Walmsley and Courtney Dauwalter. The Miami Marathon. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's have some fun, people. Let's go. Peace.